sometime next Tuesday, during the course of election night, you will feel a feeling of drowsiness and sleepiness. That will be because you will be narcotized with bullshit. What happens every year, we get these spiels from the resident manager's office and whoever's doing our budget and stuff, and the Rule 11 project. Everything is spoken to us in very technical terms that make it almost impossible to understand, and soon it's la la land, and another year of bad governance is shoved past us. I'm running to break this cycle of being bullshitted to by everyone responsible for our governance. And as I've mentioned in some of my paper materials, while I am the equal of everyone who runs in terms of the curriculum vitae, I've built a very profitable 7-figure business. I look at literally 100 contracts a year and upwards of 20 financial statements. I sit at the table with billion-dollar companies. I currently have an Apple commercial in rotation. I'm in litigation with a $25 billion company, Universal. But that's not what really makes me more important than anybody sitting at this podium, and arguably anyone who has run in the past 15 years. I am a born and raised resident of New York City, and I have street smarts and street toughness. And I will push back against the corruption that's crippled our budget. We have, I dare say, a 25-point corruption fee that we pay, and it is because of a combination of just plain stealing, a fear of those who are stealing, and a condition of cowardice and ostrich-like head in the sand passivity by those responsible for pushing back, intervening, protecting us from the white-collar and blue-collar hustlers that are stealing from us daily. Here's what I see, and here's how I would push back. The resident manager's office is a secret society. There may well be a waiting list at Ellis Island, people coming over from a certain Eastern European country to come here and with the intention of stealing from us. We used to have one handyman. We have 3 now. We have an assistant resident manager. It depends on how you calculate. The fourth could be a fourth handyman. Depending how it's literally the equivalent of having no-show positions for the mob. Okay, the resident manager's department is a secret society, and that is designed to do renovations, private renovations within the building, while we pay their salaries. So that's a couple of $100,000 we're wasting, and then has become the explosion of desk jobs. We have a resident manager that has a desk job, and we have multiple positions here by the managing agent that are desk jobs. These are literally the equivalent of no-show jobs. The other really egregious sin of the resident manager, Halstead, is the tacit agreement that they've made with the handyman staff, which is you do your stealing, we'll do ours. With respect to Halstead, uh, several people that I know that have gotten into the books with great difficulty have reported to me that there have been numerous entries in which the expenses are 10 to 15 times that which is booked, as opposed to what the supporting documents are. Same thing with the third party blue collar jobs that we have to pay for, these plumbing jobs and what have you. They're 10 to 15 times what the market costs. So, I mean, if I am elected, the first thing I'll do, I'm not, this great disinterested judicial person. I've been on the floor of the building, on a daily basis. My mind is made up. Halstead is stealing hand over fist from us. That's what I'm doing. That's the attitude I'm going into an audit with. And I believe that between the elimination of these no-show positions in the handyman's department and the very larded budget, we can save a substantial amount of money annually. And I also would sue. Again, if